Rainbow Six Tactics was officially revealed yesterday at Gamescom opening night, and I've been fortunate enough to attend multiple workshops for this game over the past year, and in this video I want to tell you everything we know about this game. Now of course this is only the tip of the iceberg, it's only just been revealed, we're going to learn more. The game still isn't out till next year, but we already know quite a lot. Of course all of this is going to be time-stamped as well, but you don't want to miss this because there's so many cool things in this game. Right, let's start with some of the basic stuff. So this is a turn-based tactical game coming to PC, Xbox Series consoles, and PS5 in 2027. This game is developed by Ubisoft Paris, so it is not made by the same team who make Rainbow Six Siege. That is Ubisoft Montreal. This is a completely separate project, standalone, made from the ground up, different genre. It's a completely different game, complete different engine as well. Rainbow Six Tactics is a turn-based tactical game, which means you command your Rainbow operators throughout completely unique maps, fighting enemies, using operators' gadgets, map destructions, drones, stuff you'd expect from Rainbow Six, but applied to the turn-based genre. If you've ever played games such as XCOM, Mario Rabbids, and even the upcoming Star Wars Zero Company, it is a similar genre to that, but of course, it does its own thing. It is still a Rainbow Six title at the end of the day. So this game is a single player, it is standalone, it has no microtransactions, it is a complete game. It's not a live service game, so there is a start and finish. You are buying a complete product here, and narratively, there is a story. There's cinematics, there are cutscenes, there is voice acting. This is the first standalone game in the Rainbow Six franchise in almost 20 years, the last being Rainbow Six Vegas 2. And fittingly, Paul Bishop, the main protagonist of Rainbow Six Vegas 2, is back. Yes, fans of Rainbow Six Siege's lore, you already know this. Paul Bishop is the new Rainbow Six of the team. If you don't know, Rainbow Six is the title of the team's leader. So after 2 years of deactivation, Rainbow is back under the leadership of Paul Bishop, and they are fighting against the returning threat of the Keres Legion. This game is completely canon to Rainbow Six Siege's lore. Its narrative works in conjunction with that game, but don't worry, if you don't play Siege, that's perfectly fine. This is still its own separate game. It has its own story which you can follow. Will you understand it a bit more if you play Siege? Probably. Will you understand Siege a bit more if you play Tactics? Probably. They work in conjunction with each other. But at the end of the day, they are still their own two separate products and can be enjoyed and consumed separately. So yes, a turn-based tactic game sees you commanding a squad and progressing through different enemies, different enemy types, and completely unique maps. In Rainbow Six Tactics, we have over 45 completely unique locations, from airports, offshore oil platforms. We even see in some of the assets, Venice. Now, you don't just simply fight enemies, there are objectives as well, some of which in Rainbow Six Tactics include hostage rescue, bomb disposal, and target elimination. You will command a squad of 4 operators, chosen from a roster of 15, each with their unique abilities, specialized gadgets, and distinct skill trees. They've not revealed every operator yet, but from what we can see ops such as Doc, Monty, and Glass. And if you're not really a Siege player and these operators are new to you, they have different archetypes. So Doc is a healing operator, Glass is a sniper, Monty is a shield operative. So just like the unique roles they play in Rainbow Six Siege, they will be playing these unique roles in Rainbow Six Tactics. And you will command this squad from the HQ. It's here where you can upgrade their skill set, manage their health, customize their loadout, and continue to gather intel to push your investigation forward and make tough strategic decisions to stay one step ahead of the escalating global threat. As you can see, there is a global map where you can choose different missions, choose which operators you want to deploy, and continue to manage your progress. Now, let's start getting a bit more into the gameplay here. To begin with, map destruction is at the core of this game. It's part of the Rainbow Six DNA, and this game of course has it. Also, I just want to note, you're going to see some clips here with like that yellow banner and they're a little bit lower quality. This is because I pulled them from the Steam page. It's just, that's how they look on the Steam page. I can't get them better quality, but they do show unique clips which aren't in any other assets. So that's why some of the clips are a little bit lower quality. As you can see throughout clips, you can destroy walls to set up new lines of sight. From gameplay, we see Nook shoot open a wall, which then allows Doc to take out an enemy. We see Ash using her breaching round to open up a wall, Sledge breaking walls open. This not only allows new lines of sight, but it allows new entry points as well, allowing you to tackle maps in completely different ways, thanks to how destructible they are. There's also destructible ingredients. We see gas canisters shot, causing explosions. Just like you'd expect from a Rainbow Six game, the map plays a large part, and it's how you exploit that map and how the enemies also exploit the map, which will help decide if you're victorious or not. Now, I want to talk about one of my favorite aspects from this game, and I'm so glad that they've revealed this, and this is the synchronized breach feature. So, as you can tell from the gameplay here, I do want to say this is a GIF, so the quality may not be the best. What we see is Doc and Glaz setting up a breaching charge on a wall. They are going to use this as an entry point to collapse on the enemies inside the building. Now, I also want to emphasize, you don't know where the enemies are unless they're in your line of sight. That's why drones are so important in this game. We see that drones have a fog of war effect. So if you don't see an enemy, you don't know they're there. Using a drone will allow you to see where enemies are, so you can then enact on that information. But back to the breaching mechanic, we see the breach set up, and then we choose where they're going after that breach is open. However, at the same time that Doc and Glaz are doing this, Ash and Monty have been set on a doorway upstairs. Now, once you have everything in place, you've chosen what move they're going to make, what position they're going to take, what line of sight they're going to aim at, you enact the plan, and then 3, 2, 1, it goes from that bird's eye view, goes to a more cinematic over-the-shoulder shot, and we see your plan enacted. Doc and Glaz breach that wall. Ash and Monty break open that door. They engage with the enemies in that room. After Doc and Glaz have taken their shot, Ash flanks from the top and helps take down the enemies from the upper staircase. This is true tactical gameplay, and this is my favorite aspect of the game by far. It is so interesting. Map destruction, coordination, gadgets, it all works in unison. And honestly, this game just feels like a natural progression of the Rainbow Six franchise. I think back to Rainbow Six 1998, to Rogue Spear, to Raven Shield, and I think about the pre-planning phase of those games. You would have a digitized version of the map before you actually enter it, and you would command where your fellow AI teammates would go, what action they would do when given a certain command. Then when you would actually load into the level, you would enact this plan. You would do a 3, 2, 1, activate a command, then your teammates would breach a doorway, flank a different line of sight. It felt like you were truly commanding your teammates. And the same way that you do that with your fellow friends in Rainbow Six Siege, you do that in Rainbow Six Tactics. You choose where the operators go. You choose what move they're going to do. And then it all follows through. You see if your plan actually works. Sometimes it won't. And then you try different operators. You see, well, maybe we should actually stack Monty with Glaz and then make Doc push with Ash, or then choose completely 4 different operators for that mission as well. See if you can breach open a wall, which then allows Glaz to take a shot that he previously couldn't do. This game is tactical at its core, it's Rainbow Six at its core, and it works perfectly. And then applying this with a narrative, applying this with entirely handcrafted maps, over 45 locations. These aren't auto-generated maps, they're handmade by the dev team. All this coming together with the unique operators. This is something just truly special, and I cannot wait to talk more about it. I hope this video helps as an early introduction to it. If you've never played a Rainbow Six game before, welcome. And remember, this isn't going to be for everyone. This may not be for every Siege player, but you have to remember, Siege wasn't for every Vegas player. That was a completely different genre. Vegas wasn't like the Rainbow Six games that came before it as well. But that's what you do with a franchise. You try new things, and a turn-based tactical game fits perfectly in the Rainbow Six franchise. So stay tuned for more, have an incredible rest of your day, and I can't wait to show you more.